Today is the 16th day of May 2020. And one of the most powerful things and most beautiful things that this Prime Minister have ever said, and it would have been so good if he would have lived up to his own words, that when he said it, all the F&Ms went crazy with applause. And he said that any minister in his government is not performing their duties, he will recall them as minister. I've been talking a lot about Darren Henfield. He's my cousin. He's my member of parliament. He's my childhood friend. I don't know what possessed Darren to do what he's doing. Again, I'm not attacking Darren. I'm attacking his job performance as my member of parliament after Kai Mills and the district of Central Abaco has went through a Category 5 hurricane. Afterwards, COVID-19 has hit the Bahamas. I am not at all, it may seem that way, that I'm getting personal. I am getting personal with the lack of job and job performance. This Prime Minister promised under oath his first speech to the nation after being sworn in as Prime Minister that he promised the nation that any of his ministers that are not performing, he will send them home. The question is to the Prime Minister, has Darren Henfield been performing? What to you, Mr. Prime Minister, 9 months is lack of performance, or what is performance, Mr. Prime Minister? When a minister, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Darren Henfield, my member of parliament, have not sit down with the people that elected him after he been missing off of Abaco for 35 years. 35 years, Darren never helped. Nothing, was a part of no growth. Nothing in Abaco. And he was elected as an MP and swiftly was sworn in as the Minister of Foreign Affairs. 9 months after Hurricane Dorian, we, the people of Abaco, Kai Mills, want to know, who has Darren hands tied? Who has a muscle on his mouth that he cannot speak to and for the people of North Abaco that stood on the line for hours to vote for him? That is my only horse in the race. Why and how long will it take for Darren to address the people of North Abaco? When will we get a straight answer from Bahama Power and Light as to when we will get electricity after 9 months of being in the dark? He that knows it feels it. The power was off in Nassau for 2 days, just for a couple hours, and everybody called foul. What, Bahamas, if the power was off in your town for 9 months without any clear idea when it's going to be on? And your member of parliament, who happened to be Darren Henfield, haven't spoken to this vexing situation. What about water? Everybody in the world knows that you have to wash for 10 minutes. We haven't washed in 9 months for 1 minute because there's no water. There's no idea when we'll have water. Again, our underperforming member of parliament, Darren Henfield, have not spoken to this vexing problem 9 months in. Mr. Prime Minister, what do you call underperformance? When the people that stood on the line for 3 hours to vote for Darren Henfield as Member of Parliament, and then you guys promote him right away as Minister of Foreign Affairs. 9 months in, the people that voted for Darren Henfield got killed in Hurricane Dorian, and they're still behind a trailer 9 months in. The guy that they vote to speak for them and speak on behalf of them have not uttered one word. Neither have Darren Henfield visited the trailer like Kai Mills have been doing. Who has Darren's hand tied? That is what Abaco wants to know. We, the people of Abaco, needs better. We ought to have better. When are we going to give and get a straight answer from this government? It seems that the government think that the people of Abaco are little kids and we can't handle the truth. I'd like to let you know, Mr. Prime Minister Darren Henfield, we have handled Hurricane Dorian. We can handle the truth about how many people got killed. To date, you haven't even given us a name of the people that are missing, nor have you all given us a name of the people that are in the trailer. This information you ought to have had 9 months later. When are we going to get some transparency from this FNM government? That's all we want to know in Abaco. It's the truth and a way forward. To date, the 16th day of May, downtown Marshaba, there is piles of debris, somehow 15 feet high, on the main strip of Marshaba, haven't been collected. I see videos of all the good videos by this FNM person saying of all the good progress. Maybe they haven't been in hurricane. We've been in many of them. Hurricane Floyd was the last one. Wasn't as bad as this one. In most instances, Floyd may have been even worse because the whole of Abaco was destroyed. Only section of Abaco. You imagine? Only several pockets of Abaco was destroyed. And this government is doing the same thing that they did to Ragged Island. 4 years in, Ragged Island have not been touched. Is this what's going to happen? Unfortunately or fortunately, this government wouldn't be in power 4 years later. But we got 2 more years. It's 2 more years we're going to be without power, without water, without a non-performing member of parliament still there, without any word up on the way forward. When are we going to get some answer? It's amazing. I see in America, one of the biggest democracy in the world, or the biggest, that the president, the man that has the most power in the free world, Donald Trump takes questions from his media every day when he comes out to give a speech. You believe it? I note it down. the prime minister of this country is acting like a dictator. The 19th of April was the last time the most honorable prime minister has taken questions from the media. How could this be? When the people got questions, need answers, and they're the only one that has access to him, and he denied them. Say what he want to say and just turn his back. That exactly what's been happening to Abaco after Hurricane Dorian. The prime minister make his pretty speech and he turned his back on the plane. You imagine, it's almost a month from the 19th of April 2020 that this prime minister have not field one question from the media. Like, whose country is this? Is this our Bahama land? Or is it the prime minister of Bahama land? And only him one should speak. And nobody should ask him question. That is a trait of one dictator called Idi Amin Agafa. He ruled Uganda in such manner. Is history repeating itself? We need to hear from our member of parliament, my cousin, my member of parliament there in Henfield, and we want to know from this prime minister, why is Darren unperforming as a member of parliament, and when are you going to sit them down? That was your promise. If they don't perform, they will be removed from their post. 9 months certainly is an indication that he is underperforming and have not performed at all. And still getting a salary for his office that being destroyed, still getting the salary of member of parliament, still getting the salary as minister, and underperforming and not performing in all of those. It's one of these Kai case. I told you I'll be here, keeping their feet to the fire. They like fire. Kai case. You're live with Kai on WCAY.